Hi friends, welcome to Cheryl Stories today. We are going to hear about another adventure from Luna. Today's story is called Luna Visits the Zoo. So you get comfortable and I will find my place. Cheryl, come quick! You've got to see this, Luna called from the living room. Cheryl rushed to the living room to see what all the commotion was about. What's going on, Luna? She asked her little beagle friend. Luna was sitting in the middle of the floor with her eyes glued to the television. Look at those cool horses. They look just like the ones that were running in the Kentucky Derby. But these are all black and white, every one of them. Luna was so intent on watching those horses that she didn't even notice Cheryl's big smile. I do like those animals, Luna, but I'm afraid those aren't horses, Cheryl told her. What? Luna responded in surprise. They look like horses? Yes, they do, Cheryl replied, but they're actually called zebras. And all zebras are striped just like that. That's so cool, said Luna. I would like to see a real zebra sometime. I bet they're super neat. Well, you know, we do live pretty close to the zoo and they have several zebras there. Why don't we take a little trip over to the zoo and you can see some zebras in person? Cheryl's excitement was beginning to match Luna's. Yay, Luna responded. I would love to do that. In no time at all, Cheryl and Luna were in their vehicle and headed toward the zoo. The ride was quick, and before they knew it, they were standing inside the zoo with a map in hand. Okay, Cheryl said as she studied the map. It looks like the zebras are over this way. Luna spotted the beautiful black and white animals even before they got to the enclosure. Aren't they so pretty? She called as she scampered the rest of the way to the fence. Look, she said, they are eating hay just like a horse. Well, they sure are, Cheryl answered. They really are a lot like horses. Cheryl and Luna watched the zebras for a while until something else caught Luna's eye. What is that? She asked, pointing at another enclosure down the path. Their bodies look a little like horses too, but they have super long necks. Just look at them. Both friends moved down to the next enclosure to get a better look at those strange animals with very long necks. Oh, Luna, those are giraffes, Cheryl told her. Any idea why they have such long necks? Cheryl quizzed her. Well, it looks like they're eating leaves from that really tall tree over there. I guess a giraffe would need a long neck so it could reach high enough to eat all of its food, Luna thought out loud. That's right, Cheryl praised her. They also have very long tongues, and it will help them reach the super high branches. Well, that's good for them, I guess, but I'm glad my neck is like this, Luna said, as she pointed to her own neck. If I were like a giraffe, I wouldn't fit in the house. Both friends laughed as they moved off toward the next exhibit. So, Luna, Cheryl said after a minute, if you thought having a long neck would be a little odd, what would you do if you had a very long nose? Well, My nose is pretty long compared to yours, Luna said as she glanced at Cheryl's nose. Well, what if your nose was 6 feet long? Cheryl asked, and she spread her arms wide. 6 feet long? Luna exclaimed. Her eyes were wide. Who has a nose that long? Well, the animal in the next exhibit. Take a look. Cheryl pointed to the large area. Those animals are called elephants, and they have very long noses called trunks. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen, Luna said, very enthusiastically. They must be able to smell things really well. Oh, they can, Cheryl answered while reading the informational sign. According to this, they can smell water that's 10 miles away. Wow, that's way better than me. And I'm a dog, Luna exclaimed, very excited. Isn't it great the way animals are designed to do exactly what they need to do? Cheryl commented. Their bodies are built just right for the things that they do, and many times they're even the perfect colors to blend in with their surroundings. Animals are even equipped with special defenses to help keep them safe. The animal world is just amazing, Cheryl said as they walked toward yet another enclosure. That reminds me of the skunk that sprayed me, Luna remembered as they walked. I sure did smell really bad, but you said that the skunk only sprayed because it was scared, not because it was mad at me, that it was only using its body's built-in way of defending itself. That is right. Hey, let's see what's in this next enclosure, and hey, let's try to figure out what is special about it, Cheryl encouraged her friend. Luna liked that idea, so off they went. Soon a very interesting animal came into view. That also looks a little bit like a horse, but it's really big, Luna exclaimed. And look at its back. It looks like a roller coaster. Well, it sure does, Cheryl responded. You just found a camel, Luna. Let's see where they live, she suggested, and she began to read the informational sign. Well, according to this, it seems that many of them live in the desert. And look what color they are, Luna exclaimed. They are brown, and that would match the sand. Very good, Luna. So what would be a problem for an animal that lived in or traveled in the desert? Cheryl asked. It's hot, right? Luna answered. Yes, so camels would probably need to drink a lot of water. And what about food? Do you think food would be easy to find in the desert? Luna thought for a minute. I think camels would have a hard time finding food or water. So what do they do? Cheryl pointed to the camel. See the camel's back? You said it looked like a roller coaster? Well, those humps in its back are actually used to store food and water. So it's like the camel has 2 picnic baskets on its back all the time, Luna said in surprise. That is really neat. Well, it's the perfect design for an animal that spends most of its time in the desert, Cheryl agreed. So you were right, Luna commented. Animals are perfectly designed for the life that they're meant to live. That's right, Cheryl agreed. So whenever we are around an animal, we shouldn't necessarily be afraid of it, but we should show respect for it. because animals, especially wild animals, will do what their bodies are designed to do. Ah, so that's why the zoo animals are enclosures, Luna asked. Yep, that's right, Cheryl answered. We should always protect and respect all of nature, especially wildlife, all the time. Luna thought about their fun zoo trip for the rest of the evening. Thank you for taking me to the zoo today, she said. I learned so much about animals. I'm glad you taught me to respect wild animals and the way that they're designed. You know, animals are the best. And she's right. They are. The end. So, don't you think animals are very amazing and so interesting? And wasn't it fun to learn about zebras and giraffes and elephants and camels today? I really enjoyed hearing about how all those animals are designed very differently and in a way that's just right for them. So maybe you will get to go to the zoo one day soon. And as you look at all the animals, be sure to talk about their very unique design and abilities with your adult. And remember, always respect animals. So I will see you again next time. And have a good day and a great week. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.